Hey, my name is Asiyah, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
So, Italy was a great time. I've been back home in NYC for 9 months now. Let me fill you in on the events, ups and downs called my life. Alexi and I will always be great friends. Now that I've accepted parts of myself that I used to ignore, we see each other less often. But we will always be connected where it counts the most, at the heart. Chase and I are building upon our bond in the physical world, and not just in spirit. We are manifesting our love, our story, on this plane of dimensionality. We're taking everything in stride. Dylan moved to Nova Scotia to study marine biology after graduating from Manhattan Prep a whole semester early. Who would have thunk it? I didn't see that coming. And I'm the co-creator of my reality. Me. What about me? You might be asking. Well, so I am powerful. More powerful than I could have dreamt of in my wildest, most limitless dream.
My name is Asiyah, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I need no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person, the unconditional love literature parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
I started my own blog to share my experiences. You can actually check it out. The link is in the description of this episode of the Story of Asiyah animated series. Did you know that every life that we live is a link in a chain called creation? My life and your life is an evolutionary cycle in and contributing to evolution, or the big G, God. I know. The knowledge that I find within myself might be triggering. But hey, it just goes to show that there is always more outside of the boxes we call our personal truths or realities.
Today is the big day. Every day is a big day when you're consciously aware that your existence manifests realities and universes.
What to do today? I'm going to meet a new friend. Being super witchy bitchy or psychic or extrasensory perceptive has its perks. But with my social anxiety, I'm looking out around the corner every second to see who this friend is going to be. Anyways, my ancestors said I'm meeting a new friend soon in the physical reality. Being open enough to allow in the energies of this person, not knowing who they are or what they're going to bring to my reality, is a whole thing. I guess I'll get up and start my day. To the cafe I go. Chase?
Who did you think you were meeting today?
The ancestor said new friend. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's you. I didn't know who I was meeting, but I know that I was not up for meeting new people.
Did you receive the download?
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to assume that the download and the person that I was meeting today was connected. I got the download that I was energetically asking the third energy for permission for us to be, for permission to manifest our reality, to think thoughts of you and I, of our union. And not the third energy that connects us through all time, space, and realities, but the third energy that causes dissonance within our soul. The lifetimes we've lived where we didn't choose ourselves or we didn't choose each other. That third energy. I was asking what we call karmic energies for permission to be my full self, for permission to love myself unconditionally, which means loving you unconditionally, which means allowing myself to think positive and fulfilling thoughts of you and I, despite everything that we have and will go through together and apart.
I would tell my friends back in LA about you and I, and they told me I was wildin', crazy even, for thinking about giving you a shot, giving us a shot. They don't completely understand it. They just know that I've changed. Change for the better or for the worst is in their eyes, you know? Whoever I associate with the changes that I've undergone with being connected to you. You know, it's their decision whether I've changed for the good or the better or the worst. I listen to them a lot instead of listening to myself. Myself tells me that not only do I want this, but this is exactly what I've been asking for and waiting for all of my life. I dreamt about you before I knew your name, before I could put a face to your energy.
Same. When we get deep like this, or when we supersede our differences, I feel heavy energies that I've never felt before. It feels good. It feels great even. It's just different. And being a human, you know, it's hard not to run away from differences or changes, to run back into comfort zones. I'm going to make a vow to myself not to run from our energy, our love. I promise.
I get it. And I got you. Espresso? And I know you want a muffin or a pastry or something too.
Espresso and a chocolate croissant sound delicious. Oh, how times have changed. Asiyah and Chase are in the 180-degree part of the journey in which they're taking all of the energies of their darkness, or their lower selves, and alchemize these energies of their darkness and their lower selves into higher vibrations in which they will be able to create a wonderful life in which they will both love, live, and be married, and shift the planet. You know what we've never talked about in person? Only telepathically.
I think I know where this is going.
Our past loves.
Our past loves. I was wondering if I was going to bring it up or if you were.
I'm trying to tell you, I have done much soul searching to be here right now, to have this conversation with you. Part of me is like, okay, the wise part of me is like, okay, everything that we go through is a part of our growth and expansion. And then there's another like sector of me that's like, you knew Who I was, where I was. Why didn't you remember? Why didn't you remember?
Only if it was that simple. Yeah, I lived my life, right? We both lived our lives.
Yeah. I'll be throwing hands in the ethers with the energies that result from our life living. Our exes, our pasts, they always come back around to test our growth or to give us a chance to take our power back from those situations in which we gave our love to spaces and places that weren't able to reciprocate our love in the same way.
I know you were out there trying to love others the way you were only supposed to love me. And look at you now, here. With who? With me.
Still a sore spot. Too soon. Too soon. With Aussie and Chase being energetic representations of the evolution of humanity, the world is on track for great things, excellent things. What do you have planned for the day?
I thought I was spending it with you. So, what do you want to do?
Go across the bridge to Jerszzey.
What's in Jerszzey?
Antique Bar and Bakery.
Asiyah, your croissant wasn't enough?
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Have you been to the indoor karting place over there?
No, but I have been meaning to go.
You're so silly.
You are too. I saw you, I was like, look at this silly Just kidding. Love and light.
Okay, chill. Let's go. To Jerszzey.
Jerszzey.